Hi, today I'm going to teach you how to make carrot muffins. Now the thing that's special about this recipe is a lot of you juice out there, and what do you do with all that extra pulp? So this recipe actually incorporates that pulp so you don't have to compost it. Even though that's great, it's still throwing it out. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the ingredients and then I'm going to show you how to put it together. And I just actually made up this recipe. The first thing you need is 3 cups of finely grated carrots, or in our case, carrot pulp. This is more than 3 cups because we made a lot of juice the other day, and if there's more, no problem, add it all in. If there's less, no problem, add it all in. This is actually carrots, kiwis, celery, and apples. So lots of good fiber in there. And you can't even taste the vegetables at all in this mix, which is really good, unless you like it. 4 large eggs or eggs replacement, which I have right here. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and we'll be using this Himalayan sea salt. 2.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. So, oh, it broke. I'll have to fix that later. So we have the ground cinnamon. Okay. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Organic vanilla, and 1.5 cups of sugar, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, 1/3 cup of butter or Earth Balance. You can also add in walnuts or raisins if you choose to. I'm not going to be doing that this time, but feel free to add that in. So the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 375 degrees. And you want to oil your pans, which I did ahead of time. We'll mix the flour and the baking soda, all the dry ingredients. Here, we'll use actually the smaller one. The flour and the baking soda. Get that little bit out. And the salt and the cinnamon. So we wanted 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, just dump that in. And this is a grinder. So all I did was, there's a cap on it. I just ground it ahead of time so it's nice and powdery, and then just spilled it in there. And we also want 2.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. So 1 teaspoon. And the way this recipe actually came about was we decided to make muffins and I didn't have all the ingredients. So we decided just to make up a recipe, and it was amazing. So, okay, so then you'll mix that all together. Really combine the dry ingredients. And now we'll mix the sugar in the next bowl. It's a little clumpy because it's brown sugar. With your Earth Balance or butter. We said that we wanted 1/3 cup of oil. You can add more sugar to the recipe if you want. We'll mix all this together. Okay, and now what you want to do is you want to add 1 egg at a time to this. So, what I'm going to do here is just add about 1 egg's worth. And mix it. And again, any egg substitute will work in this as well. If you want to substitute sugar, you can use applesauce. If you want to eliminate all the oil, you can use just butter or Earth Balance. Fork always slides in. Someone should invent something and patent a fork holder. Okay, that's the last of it. So once it's all nice and mixed, what we're going to do is add the flour mixture. And again, we'll just do a little bit at a time. So, okay. Now I found that adding cinnamon to any of your mixes makes the flavor just pop. So say you're using another recipe at home and you're baking cookies or you're doing anything, add just a touch of cinnamon. And the taste is phenomenal. Now this mix is going to look a little bit goopy at the end, very sticky. And that's what makes the flavor so moist and so rich. This is a great arm workout as well. Well, I don't normally order carrot muffins when I go out because it's usually all muffin and just a tiny bit of carrot. You'll see with this recipe, you are getting tons of nutrients and tons of fiber that almost can be justified that you are eating a muffin. Now, we add in the carrots. All right, this is a lot. It's all very good. So what I did with the apples is I knew that I wanted to use the pulp. So normally I'll just cut the apple in half and juice it. But this time I didn't want to have to take out all the seeds. So before I juiced the apple, I just cut out all the seeds. I cored it. Okay, now for the fun part. When it gets to this part, don't be shy. You can start mixing with your hands, which is what I may start doing in a minute. And when you're done, bribe your husband or boyfriend or sister to clean up the mess for a piece of this cake. And just scoop it right in. Use a spoon. Just get a nice little soft touch. You want to fill it up about 3/4 of the pan. Pop it in the oven. Okay. All right, we'll see you soon. We're about to test the baked carrot cakes. So if you're making them in muffin tins, cook them about 20 minutes. And if you're actually cooking them in loaves like I did, check around 35 minutes or so. And you'll know when you insert a knife into the cakes, if it comes out clean, it's ready. And so it's ready. Can you say perfect timing? Okay. All right, now let it cool for about 15 minutes, but I used up all my knives, so I'm gonna wash one. Let it cool for about 15 minutes and then we're going to cut it and see what it looks like. We're ready to try the cake. So we will cut a nice piece out. See how moist it is? Okay. I should get a spatula. Stay here. I stay here. Okay. It's so hard always to get that first piece out. Got it. Okay, it's steaming hot. Mmm. Okay. So let me just try this piece right here. Get some in the top as well. It is very, very good. I'm just gonna sit here and eat this whole piece of cake. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the recipe. Give me some feedback. We'll see you next time.